Hey guys, Logan Richardson to Season 5, Episode 13 of One Tree Hill. Be sure to go to SimpleReactions.com. You can get these videos early. Go to Patreon.com if you want to get them early as well, but SimpleReactions.com is just the best. Go check that out. There's a bunch of stuff you can do, and you can go get some Simple Reactions merch over on SimpleReactions.com. Here we go. Oh! Oh! Dang. Is he gonna hug him? Oh, no. Thought he was gonna hug him. Why did y'all just ambush him like that?
Grandpa. Thank you.
Guess I still find it hard to let Jamie out of my sight. It's just
4 weeks later.
It's only been a month since he was abducted. Is it so crazy that I would still hear echoes from that day, that I would still be a little overprotective?
Protective or overprotective?
Overprotective.
You said overprotective.
22, but I lead a rather accelerated lifestyle with the fashion line and the magazine, and I did read somewhere that 25 is the average age for women.
Do you own your own home?
The bar is more for my roommate.
And that would be Peyton Sawyer,
She's
correct?
trying to...
You should see her not come back. She's a champ.
Stop talking.
I mean, she can move out if it's a problem.
My mom used to say to me. I don't think I've ever really told anybody that before.
She
It's
could
like a
really
little
knock
secret,
him back.
But every night she'd come in and she'd tuck me in and she'd
Damn
sing me
it.
something. Like, and then realizing that for the rest of my life it was gone.
I feel like we just said goodbye to two
All her
characters.
songs were gone and Luke is gone. It's just silence.
Who are you talking to?
It's just silence.
You hear that?
You hear what? A month ago, I had my whole life ahead of me. Second novel, basketball.
People who just keep saying let it go,
Girl, I was gonna spend the rest of my life with.
I feel like have no idea what they're saying.
If I
Like, you
did,
think it's
really
that
wanna spend
easy?
The last 4 weeks at sea with you.
Which brings me to this.
You have an emotional attachment, and you can just...
What are you doing now?
No.
Well, I mean,
Let
it's
it
not like
go.
I would love having you, but... And then I want to be that man. And I will be.
I believe in you.
For her.
Even if she...
I want to believe in Nathan again.
Then what?
And I want to believe in the goodness of people.
Then why don't you?
I want to be a mom, and I'm ready to be one. I believe that.
I want to believe in it all again.
What?
Music and art, fate and love. And I want to believe
Brooke
that
should
I've made
just,
the right
like-
choices and that I'm on
She
the right
wants a
path.
kid now?
There's still time to fix the mistakes I've made. And I guess I want.
That's a unique thing. I mean, you don't really see that.
I want Lindsay.
Like, especially at her age.
I want her to be my wife, and
Because I have a way you can get all that.
What, exactly?
Sorry. It's just that I kind of feel like I'm being judged, so...
You're not being judged, Brooke. You're being evaluated. It's to help clarify your reasons for wanting to adopt and
Oh,
to explore
adopt?
your capabilities, maturity, and emotional readiness.
What?
And does it take
thought she was
very long,
going the other
whole
route.
decision-making process?
Must have been very difficult for you coming so close to the NBA.
So close. The
Think about
NBA.
Sometimes.
I don't care less about the NBA. Screw the NBA.
I mean, sometimes
Morons.
I wake up in the middle of the night and I walk through town.
Out of the top 3 leagues that I like,
It's not something I'm all that proud of.
I think the NBA is the dumbest.
It's like,
NFL,
look, I'm not
And-
good.
oh,
Being
might be tied
vulnerable.
with MLB.
In fact, this is probably the closest I've
People
come to
who
it.
run those freaking leagues are freaking
The second
morons.
closest.
What's the first?
I don't know. I guess maybe sometimes I screw up because I want to feel that again. I suppose that sounds pretty broken.
You're not broken, Luke. You might think that you are, but... Hey, you remember when I left you
Everyone's
for this-
going through
that I
shit
did
this
dinner?
episode.
I love you, I miss you, and I need to be with you.
I don't think it's that easy, Andy.
Lucas, it is that easy. Lindsay needs to be convinced that you love her. I miss that.
Am I the only one that feels like I don't need to go tell, like, to someone like this to have a conversation like this? Or maybe I'm just the person that's like, it's none of their business.
All the praise and adoration.
Yeah, y'all are having these problems at 22.
Time the two of you did something really young and foolish together.
I like how everyone in this show is having problems
Nearly 6 years.
that 22-year-olds normally don't go
You
through.
don't get to be young.
Everyone gets to be young.
I'm 23.
Especially when you are.
Like, I'm nowhere close to having any of this. Kids, marriage.
You ever hear about the car for sale?
I'm working on a business,
Great, even though it's kind of.
but I'm nowhere close to Brooke
Oh.
Davis levels.
My parents said I could finally get one.
$3,437.
$750 a year, huh? And they say crime doesn't pay. But the guy next to me got 10 years for not eating his peas.
I don't believe you.
Good man. How's my favorite guy?
I was like, that had to have been a
Except for
joke.
Lucas is gone.
Well, I better get going before I start looking pervy.
What's pervy?
Nothing you need to worry about. Go ahead and play. I'll see you again.
Okay, bye, Grandpa.
Bye, buddy. Hey, you mess with him, you answer to me. You hear me? All right, pass it around.
Let's talk a little more about basketball, Nathan.
Why did we need a British woman in here? What is going on? This is so
When you
random.
describe yourselves, you describe being parents,
It's so random.
siblings, and friends. But Nathan, you never once described yourself.
She was
as
never
a
introduced
basketball
before.
Just because I'm not married.
Just out of the
Why not?
blue.
That's
British
what happens
woman.
when your spine gets crushed.
player. And the doctors definitively said
Not that
you
I
could
don't
play.
like it. I love their accents.
Definitively.
I'm just like, why?
Nobody's ever come back from
So random.
Sure, Nathan Scott.
In One Tree Hill,
Not that
North Carolina.
And Haley, you never refer to yourself as a musician.
Because I haven't found a really unattractive nanny yet.
You don't need an. I don't think
Look,
you need a
I'm
nanny.
only as intelligent as the diplomas on my wall, but here's a thought. Maybe you aren't the people you fell in love with, because neither of you is trying to be the people you fell in love with.
Do you think you're ready to be a mother, Brooke?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because
I don't think she's gonna get it.
sometimes all a child needs to succeed is love.
Owen the bartender, or
Bar manager.
Chase Adams, or Lucas Scott?
Oops.
Why'd you close this door?
Oh, that guy.
And have you heard any new music? You think about it much? Lucas?
Every day.
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
Lucas Scott falls in love with someone else, Peyton hits the bar, and you decide to find love elsewhere.
By adopting? Look, I want to say this as politely as possible, but that logic is awfully cynical, not to mention completely wrong. But I explained to you, I have an accelerated life, and on average, most women have their first child at the age of 25. I looked it up.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Jamie went missing. And then I had to deal with Dan.
Oh. Some random elderly couple. I was like, who are they?
This whole comic business that Lindsay was going on about the old
So Peyton drives a freaking comet. What the hell? I mean, thank God the guy in the book didn't see a white Bronco. They'd all say I'm in love with OJ. Man.
My parents were divorced when I was 12.
Yikes.
I'm sorry to hear that. But some of the best people that I know are from single-parent households.
Are you from a two-parent household?
That doesn't mean it's.
Something tells me you already know the
That
answer to
does not mean it's
I'd
a
like
good
to hear
idea.
it from you.
Maybe if you spent a little more time being selfish 22-year-olds, you might love yourself a bit more. You resent each other a bit less.
I don't resent Haley.
Treat each other a bit differently in the face of those dreams.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Maybe you can.
Really, I just wanted us to be happy. Me and him.
This episode is a drag, y'all.
Breaking right now, and
it's the same thing the whole
I sit in
time.
silence, and
It's just dialogue.
echoes of who we used to be.
Take it from me, most of the people who walk through that door walk right back into prison within a year's time.
That's not gonna happen to me.
We'll see about that. Scott.
Maybe it's because you throw them in a cell and tell them to mingle with each other. Maybe just a thought. Why don't you just find a good guy, get married, and have a kid?
I mean, I didn't pass, did I? You're not going to recommend me?
No, I am not going to recommend you for adoption, Brooke.
And whatever she thought she saw in me was wrong. Because I am.
I mean, if I was an adoption agency, I would not give a single
And there is a
22-year-old
something so special inside of them.
who owns a
Life is
company and runs it
miserable.
herself
They think that nobody wants them.
adoption rights.
And I could be
I
a
wouldn't.
great mother.
No one
to
in the
that
right mind
child.
would.
And if you can't see that, then you're wrong. Just like my mom.
I appreciate, and this is why I love you, because it's the fire
Why don't you
and
go ahead and write that down?
yeah. I appreciate that. I disagree with her, but like I like the fire. The I'm gonna prove you wrong mindset. I like that. Oh my
I wonder
god.
where she'd be if you didn't decide to start this later.
She'd be fine.
Maybe not.
She would
Change
not
your
be
life,
fine.
baby.
Are you kidding me?
So maybe that's why you came home.
His old wounds, huh?
Time, music.
Music definitely heals wounds.
Let me ask you something. When's the last time you got in that cool car of yours, turned up the stereo, and just drove?
How about not selling the car?
Might try that sometime. Maybe find something there to heal that broken heart of yours. Then again, I am 36.
36 and still living at home? Yeah.
So what the hell do I know, right?
Can you pick up line 1 for me, please? You have to. They'll void your deal, they'll make you pay back your advance, and on top of that, it's too good not to publish.
I miss you.
Are you dumb?
I do, Lindsay. I love you. I'll publish the book if you edit it.
Luke.
Oh.
That's it. It's my offer. It'll be long nights, heated arguments. It'll be like we're married.
That's awkward.
And I believe in you. But we can't be together.
We will be. One of these days you're gonna wake up and you feel that same need in your heart. You're gonna realize how much I love you. And whenever that day is, I'll still be waiting for you. And you'll come home with me.
So hear me out here. She can't be with him because even though she loves him, it breaks her heart to be with him. And that's a strange thing, but it's a thing. It ain't gonna work, man. And take that for sale sign off your freaking car. Thank you. Goodness, kid. Looks heavy. You'll have one when you're ready.
I haven't said it lately. You're also sexy as hell. Oh, the kind of stuff or the sexy stuff? Sexy. The serious ass, Haley Jane.
Make a wish and place it in your heart. To the certainty of it,
You just might get the thing you're wishing for.
good.
Now believe in it. With all your heart.
I'm about to be really, really harsh. That was the worst episode of this entire show. It was so boring. It was so dragged. It was not like it. Dialogue, and that's not how you do visual things. You don't do it with dialogue. And God, that was bad. I mean, there were good moments in the episodes, but those good moments were not enough to make the episode. That was 40 minutes of pain. I was like, this is not enjoyable. I was like, when is this gonna be over? It was like the longest 40 minutes of my life. So I apologize if you loved that episode or you don't like when I critique the show, but that was not a good episode. There were good concepts in it. It was just poorly done, really. Dialogue episodes are atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I don't know why or how shows can just be like, yeah, let's do a dialogue episode, and then they're like, it's a show. You're not reading a book. Even then, like, books have more going on than that. For 35 minutes of this episode, all the characters were in the same place. And they were just talking. They weren't doing anything. They were talking for 35 minutes of a 40-minute episode. The only characters that moved for that duration was Dan and Jamie. They keep calling him Jamie, and it's really irritating me because I don't get how you get Jamie and James. I don't. Isn't Jimmy supposed to be the one for James? I just don't get it. Jamie, James. I've never heard. All my friends and everyone I've met, James, Jimmy, whatever, they've never gotten Jamie out of that. They've never, ever. This is a new thing. But, anyways, I did not enjoy this episode. I'm just being honest. Terrible episode. Because it was boring. It was... This was, like, painful. Painful to watch. That was the most filler episode that I've ever seen a filler episode. Like, you might as well have taken this episode out, done something different, and put 17 episodes in the season. Like, that was... Anyways, to try and spice up this video, we'll talk about the top 10. Brooke, Lucas, and Haley are going to maintain 1, 2, 3. Nathan, Peyton, Lindsay, and Mouth are going to maintain 4, 5, 6, and 7. Not much going on as far as that is concerned, but on the flip side, Dan is going to come in at number 8. At number 9, Carrie is going to drop to number 9. And Jamie is going to come in at 10. That kid is just amazing. He's amazing. And then, I guess we can kind of talk about, in this episode, really wanting a kid. Adoption. I thought she was going to go, what is the other thing? It's not a surrogate. Sperm donor. I thought she was going to go, like, that route. At first, that's what I was, like, sitting here. I was like, wait. Are you trying, like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to adopt, or are you trying to, like, have the baby yourself? Because she said, I want to have a baby, right? Or something like that. I want to have a kid. And that's what got in my mind. I was like, okay, so you want to like have a kid, or you want to adopt a kid. Like, there's two different ways. I just got it in my mind that she wanted to like have the kid. But adoption is amazing as well. She's too young and she's single. It's just too... don't have a kid of any kind unless you're ready. Like, you can and you're ready. Also, don't... Some people can do it and some people are fine doing it. I have friends who have kids now. Like, but you're 22. You got a long ways to go. You got a lot left to live, a lot left to experience. Wait. Don't... Now, if she full-blown is fine, like, that's what she needs, and I'm pretty sure that that's what she wants, and she's fine with it, then yeah, sure, go for it. But you're very busy. You own your own company. You work. You have to find that balance, which is why in her scenario it would be better if you weren't alone. It would be better if you weren't single. So, like, find that guy and then adopt. I just don't think that's just a good idea, If you're not ready or you're not in the best situation to have kids, don't have kids. It's a simple concept. If you don't want kids, don't do things that will put you in that scenario. But anyways, we'll see how that works out. I disagree with her on it, but I think give it a little time. She's 23, have a kid, adoption. Like, she's got to find that match. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. What an episode. Next one should be better, hopefully. Which is saying something. This is one episode. This is like the only episode I really did not like at all. The whole episode. Which it was... Yeah. So, we can only go up from here. See you next time.